Hi everybody, this is Alaya with K-State Research and Extension, and today we're going to be hearing from Jeanine Mestrovich, an early childhood practitioner of over 40 years. She's going to be talking to us about the science of breathing and how it relates to young children. Take a look. Hi everybody, this is Alaya Mestrovich C with Mindful Moments, brought to you by K-State Research and Extension. And today we have Jeanine Mestrovich, the Executive Director of Super Kid Power Incorporated, a K-State alum, and she also happens to be my aunt and someone who taught me all about social emotional learning when I was 3. So it's really exciting to be able to meet with you today and learn more about what you do, especially because at this time it's helpful for parents and professionals to know new ways to bring about social emotional learning that they might not have tried before. So can you say a little bit about yourself? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and also tell us a little bit about what you consider the science of breathing?
I sure can, Alaya, and I'm so happy to be here. It's an honor. Thank you. About myself, I am dedicated to helping others to manage stress and to really tap human potential at an optimal level. And so I start with very basic skills and help adults to help children to know how to do that. I've done this for 44 years, have a bachelor's and master's degree from K-State, yay! And I've been doing this in such a way that I always feel like I'm learning from the children. And so it's the children who teach me what really works. And I have observed from 4 decades ago to now the changes that are going on in children's lives. And so I adapt and I am in constant curriculum development. As far as the science of breathing, I love teaching people this because it is research-based and skill-based. So when you take a shallow, irregular breath and it's chest breathing, research shows that you take in 1 to 2 pints of oxygen. When you take a slow, deep, and what I tell children is belly button breaths instead of abdomen, they like the belly button better. Belly button breaths, slow and deep, you take in 6 to 7 pints of oxygen. What's the difference? When you don't have enough oxygen to fuel your mind, body, emotions, nerves, muscles, everything inside you, then it's easier to feel negative. It's easier to feel like people are against you. It's very hard to make clear decisions. It's hard to communicate clearly in a good way. When you have enough oxygen from your own breathing process, it's easier to be positive. It's easier to think clearly and make good decisions, have good choices, and to be able to relate to others in a way that makes more sense, where you listen and you share.
So how, as adults, how can we practice breathing with children, specifically young children, 3, 4, 5 years old? What kind of techniques can we use?
First of all, I do 3D social emotional learning. So I use objects to help children to relate to it immediately. So it's like being in the cartoon. So for example, and you don't have to have this breathing ball or sphere, I would say, let's do deep belly button breaths. Watch the sphere and have your belly button follow this. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you don't have a breathing ball? Use your hands. Breathe in and do it just the same, but use your hands and ask children to join with you. And then I show them, here's what happens. When we are tense and upset, we have someplace it starts in our bodies. Mine does in my stomach. And what that is a knot, a tight knot. Now imagine feeling that knot, look at it. Here's what happens when we take slow, deep breathing. We untie the knot. So we feel different. Then we feel calm and soft like the sock. You can find things around the house just to demonstrate what this is. Most important thing is to demonstrate yourself. To do it yourself and exaggerate with young children. Oh, I just cut my finger and oh, I feel so tense, it's getting worse. I'm gonna do a slow, deep belly button breath. It's not hurting as much when I do that. Can you help me to relax more and get calm? Can you do a slow, deep breath with me? Help the children to know that they are needed. You know, in the agrarian culture, which a lot of us used to be in decades ago, children always had a place. They were needed. Even if they didn't like to do those chores, they were needed and they knew it. They felt like they were an integral part of the community. Using these techniques that I teach, so children can feel like super kids and be their own heroes, means that they can actually help the family system or the classroom system to gain strength. Tell you a little example. In a preschool that I was teaching, there's a song that I teach for self-calming, and there's some other jingles like breathe, think, and make a good choice. Well, there's a calming song, and a 4-year-old boy noticed that the teacher was getting very stressed and upset. This 4-year-old boy stood up and started singing the calming song. The whole class joined in, and the teacher realized they're doing for me what I usually do for them. And here's the song. Calming, calming, I'm calming myself. Breathing slowly, I'm calming myself. And when you use whole body learning, you use the gestures, you can feel the difference. And you know, there's times in life where we have a lot more stress than other times. Every time we have stress, we can practice a skill instead of feeling like we are victims of that stress and that it owns us. And when 85% of the brain develops by the age of 5. So when we teach young children these skills, my word, we are giving them a gift to manage their lives and have a whole different experience than we may have had if we didn't have those skills. I didn't have them when I was little. So I'm always very excited to teach children because I know it's helping to change their family systems, the classrooms, the communities, the world in general.
My son and I love singing that song. I have a follow-up question. When is the best time and place to teach young kids these skills?
It's better not to wait till there's a crisis when a tantrum is going on, because you're not going to get in. There's no open gate for you to go in at that time. They're shut, they're closed. So have fun. That's one of the number one things. Have fun doing some little breathing games. Like, I wonder if I can take a deep breath just the same as you do. Let's see. Or let's make sounds when we breathe and go, what does your deep breath sound like? So you build confidence by having fun and just doing this in general, so it becomes a natural part of their lives. And then when a crisis comes, don't be discouraged if they don't pay attention the first time as far as taking a slow, deep breath. And you better be doing it too, because if a child is upset and you go, now I don't want you to be upset, there's no reason for you to be upset. See what's happening? You're going to feel that tension, but I go, okay, I'm relaxing myself, I'm calming myself so that I can help you to do the same. So, and you have to find your own way to say it. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for sharing these really valuable resources with the K-State Research and Extension community. Can you tell us where we can go to find more resources, and just as a next step?
Yes, happy to. If you go to www.superkidpower.org, there is a free video to watch with downloads for parents and teachers, and the children can watch this video and learn the basics about self-regulation and how this works. And it's fun. I'm in costume and I have a sidekick named Pickles. If you want to know about my books on Amazon, go to www.grandmaboom, that's GrandmaBoom.com, and that's who I am, is Grandma Boom to the children. And you will find a listing of all the books. You click on that and you can go to Amazon. You can see what the books are about. They're great, and they really help parents and teachers to help children with these skills.
So I want to encourage you all to go and take a look at these two websites and let us know what you think. Thank you once again, Aunt Jeanine, for being part of our mindful moment today. It was really wonderful hearing about all you're doing to help children and to help our world community.
Thank you.